Hey guys, my name is Arlix, and as you already know, the greatest spy in the world, showing everyone here how to defend on Payload Thunder Mountain. I am of course the best and most narcissistic spy on YouTube, but you already know that, so let's get past the intro and into the gameplay. Right off the bat I spot a spy trying to leave spawn, but not on my watch. This server is only big enough for one spy, so taking him down with ease, I get my disguise on and wait for the cowardly blue team to exit spawn. We got a heavy on the door, so they aren't moving anywhere for now, but soon they do defeat him and start running out. The sniper makes the mistake of running out with a festive bow, obviously the best player on their team, and I of course defeat him with no trouble, causing the blue team to think twice before messing with me. Again, waiting for more opportunities to open up. This is a tricky time to defend as a spy, because the spawn is right there and I'm so overextended, but no problem for me. I see a soldier and medic pushing a cart, quickly run over them and kill them, get the soldier, but the mini sentry was already deployed. However, I knew that my disguise ability was so good that I didn't even need to disguise to fool the medic into thinking I'm a blue spy, and as I died valiantly in front of him, he committed suicide because he couldn't live with the fact that he let his teammate die like that. Grab your notebooks and jot down this flawless sneaking technique. I get right behind this sniper who was doing crazy work on my team, so I had to stop him, killing him with no problem, and the soldier as well. I got my eyes on the medic. Of course, the best way to get crazy plays is to let them happen naturally, so I'm waiting patiently for the path to be clear so I can run out, uncloak through the enemy territory. I fool the enemy team and continue with my advance. I noticed a mini sentry and we all saw what those things could do, so I had to dispatch of it as quick as possible. But then the enemy medic popped uber, so I had to go down and save my team from utter destruction. I land the stab on the medic and run up to the soldier and warn him never to try anything like that with a nice swipe of my blade. Psychological plays are way better than killing an enemy. Now that soldier will live on and tell my tale to his comrades, and their morale will surely go down. It's about time to really show them who's boss. Running up here and doing my leap into the enemy lines, I make sure to crouch jump to make that. Here's a tip: if you're learning the ancient art of parkour, watch out for the roof of this house. You can bump your head on it. But enough of that, it's time to whip out the big plays. They were scared before, but now it's time to really mess with their heads. This engineer runs out and tries to deploy a mini sentry, but luckily I was there to make the biggest play of the game. Get that NG and sap the sentry. I saved my team from certain death, and at that moment a demo appears, but of course he forgot to check behind him and I get the kill immediately. Now I have to do something about all these people leaving spawn. I bump into the soldier and he gets so spooked that he decides to turn around and immediately go back into spawn and stay there instead of fighting me. But for some reason he runs back out, so of course I punish him for it, get the kill on him and the engineer, take my gun out and snipe the sniper with an arrow that is an upgrade only I get, or my gun sometimes shoots arrows instead of bullets, and of course killing the other sniper and the demo man. My team gets so scared that they are even calling out spies. As you can see, the best defense on any map is being as aggressive as possible. Staying on the offensive even when you are defending is the most ideal way of showing those blues who is boss. Now as I kill this heavy, I see the mini sentry target me, so I know my position is compromised. I see a rocket fly at me, so I know the soldier will want to go and investigate. I cloak and expertly avoid him while he sits there confused and scared. This spy decides to do my work by sapping the sentry, and I can see the demo man going on the chase, and I knew I had to save my fellow teammate. Of course there is no reason to play spy while I'm on your team, but I'm sure he's just a fan wanting to help me out. Now they are whipping out their big guns, so it was up to me to stop their advance before my team was decimated by the heavy. Get him, and the mini sentry is already set up. That shows me that the blue team is on the defensive now. My offense in their zone is so strong that they forgot that they were the attacking team and decided to start nesting up at spawn. Getting back into their zone, I'm aiming to kill the sniper, but I bump into him, so he decides to drop dead before I even get the chance to kill him. He didn't even consider turning around and fighting me by this point. So nothing exciting happened there, and I skipped that footage. Basically the blue team was setting up to defend even if they were the attacking team, so I sat back and relaxed as my team advanced further after I softened the blue team up. However, I was missing the action and wanted more glory, so I ran out and aimed for the heavy that was coming out of the spawn. Going over there because I needed to save that sniper. I get a kill on him easily. He would have surely turned the tide of battle around, but I didn't want him to even have a glimmer of hope. This soldier had doubts about my disguise, but of course I fooled him with ease, and with that he made the worst mistake of his life, and hopefully he learned his lesson about trusting his teammates, and learned a little bit more about the harshness of playing against me. Nothing was really happening anymore. I had no idea what blue team was doing. They just didn't want to run out of spawn anymore. They were setting up sentries and camping their spawn, so I fast forwarded to this sniper who dared run out, and of course I showed the enemy the consequences of that decision. And again, the only people with balls on the blue team were the snipers. I don't know if they were brave or stupid or a bit of both, but I had to reteach the lesson on a different sniper once again. So the enemy team actually just gave up on the game by this point. There were sentries being set up and I decided to let them waste their time instead of destroying them right away. And of course the rest of the team decided to swap to sniper for some reason, or at least those were the only ones who dared to come out. And they completely disregarded the previous experiences of their comrades and blindlessly kept running out here to try and make big plays. History, of course, repeats itself, and history has shown how amazing I am. So I had to simply prove that again and again on these new guys running out. With just over 20 seconds left, the blue team got desperate and they were actually rushing the cart. As soon as I found this out, I felt that I had to go aid my teammates with this. I see a demo man doing tons of damage to my team, so being the most helpful player on my team, I kill him with lightning speed as everyone else runs away from me after seeing that flawless performance of skill. The countdown is ticking and another demo man shows his face on the field, so I rush out and selflessly try to defend our base, but as soon as he sees me advancing, the demo man flees from the battle like the coward he is. And with that, I was prepared for the round to end, but a few scouts joined the fray and hoped to win. Everyone on the red team by this point has gone on the offensive, including me. My goal was to cause as much chaos as possible so that we can end in a truly spectacular fashion. I mean, I knew we had it in the bag. And with that, the round ends. I top score, but is that even a surprise really? The entire blue team has now decided to quit Team Fortress 2 and move back to the parents' homes, where no one makes them cry as much. Thank you everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you had a good time. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.